You guys, like, freaking seriously, that was an amazing fucking episode. California dreaming about you. So, fuck, where do we begin? Well, I guess we should start with, hey, what's up? It's Maymoney. I'm back again for another video. This time we're discussing The 100, Season 4, Episode 8. Oh my fucking god. It was called God Complex. Wow. You guys, The 100 is killing it. They are slaying the fucking game. I mean, like, I'm so pumped for this fucking season. Like, every episode delivers. They just got me so excited for every time a new episode comes on, and they never let me down. I'm just getting more and more excited, like, as I'm talking right now. Oh, God, I loved that episode so much. And, like, one of my other friends isn't caught up, so I can't even talk with her about it yet. So it's like, I'm definitely going to talk with you guys about it because I need to discuss this motherfucking show. So let's get right into it. Let me grab the bong. Oh my god, so that episode was so good. I am gonna fucking go ahead and cheers to the motherfucking actors in this show, to the writers. Like, cheers, y'all. You guys are fucking killing it. I'm so happy for you guys. Like, I feel I've just been enjoying the whole season 4. This show from season 1, honestly. But season 4 is, like, making me so happy for you guys. So, salute, homies. Keep it up. I'm just so happy that, like, the show is being as successful as it is. It's just been fucking wild. But yeah, I got my notes this time, and we're gonna talk about it. So overall, this season is straight up fire. Fire, you guys. Straight the fuck up. I've already been saying this. I mean, this show has me so fucking, like, pumped and hyped. Like, after every episode, I'm like, oh my god, that was so fucking good. Like, you'll see my reaction. I'm definitely gonna post a reaction for this one. I'm back from San Diego, by the way. I was in San Diego last week, so I just, like, didn't have all of the things that I needed to, like, get my videos done. So I didn't do a reaction for last episode, but I did do a review. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. But, first of all, the acting is just killer. Every single fucking actor is just slaying the fucking game. And the story is, like, so emotional and intense and exciting all in one. I'm just, like, on my edge of my seat and, like, oh my god, what's happening? And then I feel for the characters. Oh, they got me. But let's get into the actual episode. 1 second. So it starts off with, like, Jasper and Bellamy. Well, kind of. I will start there because that was I really liked that part of the episode. Finally, I've been talking about this for ages, but finally we're getting some, like, Jasper development, at least something for him to do besides just be around and just be, like, not really helping out and just kind of be around. Like, we're finally starting to see, like, I think a storyline starting to emerge with his character, which I've been waiting for. I love Jasper's character, but we haven't gotten anything from him lately. So I've been wondering, like, what are they doing with him? And I was glad to see him get some action in the fucking season finally that actually had some meaning to it. So that was good. I think by the end of the season, we're going to have a better understanding of what they're doing with Jasper's character, which I'm excited for. I love seeing the actor, Devin Bosnick, I think that's his name. Yeah, like seeing him perform, and we just haven't really gotten, like much depth from him besides him just being in this kind of, like, mood. And I think by the end of the season, we will see something there, and I'm just excited for that. So I really liked that. His words to Bellamy were super important, and impactful, I think, especially for Bellamy, because, you know, he's been fighting with this whole guilt, you know, and he was partly responsible for why Jasper is the way that he is. So I guess I get it. But, you know, Jasper, in his own weird way, kind of, like, told Bellamy that he forgives him, you know? Like, who gives a fuck about all the shit that you've done when you only have 10 days to live, technically? So, and I think that that was super important for Bellamy to hear and just kind of, like, put that into perspective, because he's really been beating himself up, like, ever since, you know, the mistakes that he's made. And, you know, he really did take a second. You could see that he was really thinking about, like, what Jasper was telling him. So I liked that. And, like, I think Bellamy, he hasn't taken any time to chill at all. Like, we haven't even seen him smile. He's just been in, like, just going through a lot, like, since the whole Allie situation. I mean, we haven't seen him kick back and chill, so it was good to see that. Like, he deserves a fucking break. Like, yes, go dance with that bitch over there, you know, fucking have a drink, smile a bit. Like, he deserves that. Like, I want to see Bellamy, who's my favorite character, be happy. Like, he deserves a moment of just, like, chilling back, smoke a blunt, fucking have a fucking glass of whiskey. Like, if you only have 10 days, Bellamy, you know, Jasper's right. You know, you can take a second, you know, especially if he didn't really have anything to do but kind of sit and mope around. I do have a question about that. I like how the whatever the hell we want kind of came back, and, like, Jasper was kind of reiterating what Bellamy season 1 was all about, and kind of, like, it's kind of interesting to see that Jasper is on the level of where Bellamy was when he first got down to the earth. I thought that was really interesting. I'm glad that we got that little whatever the hell we want drop in there. I loved that. And question, where the fuck was Bellamy going? He had on his fat ass backpack the whole time. I'm like, where are you going, bruh? He acted like he was packed to go. He had a tent and shit. Like, they didn't mention that, but I thought it was kind of weird that he was, like, partying and drinking with this fat ass backpack on. Like, put that shit down, motherfucker. Where you going? Where was he going? I mean, usually people don't just be standing around with their whole suitcase, like, ready to dip at any moment. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe some people like carrying backpacks, but where the fuck was Bellamy? It seemed like he was going somewhere and he had a fucking backpack on. I don't know. Maybe that was just me kind of, like, noticing that. But yeah, I just really loved that moment. Finally, we got some Jasper stuff. And then, yeah, he had a drink with that one girl, whoever her name was, whatever. She was dancing, they was drinking. And I thought that was cool. Like, chill out, Bellamy. Like, chill out for a little bit. You're going to be okay. Things are going down over in Allie's bunker. So, let's get into Allie's bunker, shall we? So, it starts off with Sandy, just chill, dude. Just chill. Sorry, guys. So we have this testing on the Bayless dude, or the guy that's supposed to be Bayless, and it didn't work out. He dies a horrible, agonizing death inside of a little tube, and Amori gets caught up in her lie, which, you know, her lie kind of came to the surface. They found out, like, oh, like, he doesn't even have the mark of, you know, this crew that you said that he's in, blah, 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 blah. Which Amori should know better than that, because you got Luna and Rowan around, who are very deep in the Grounder culture. So, like, for you to not expect them to notice that, actually, I'm surprised they didn't notice it before, but whatever. So they noticed it, and she got caught up in her lie. And I was talking to my friend. I was like, you know, she was like, do you think she deserves it? Do you think she deserves to be the one next to go up in the tank? And I was like, no, she doesn't deserve it. I like Amori, but you did get caught up in your lie. You know, she did that to herself. Honestly, like, you can't really blame anybody but yourself, especially because I highly doubt that they were going to put her ass in the tank to begin with. She was tripping, bruh. She was fucking tripping. They weren't going to put her in the tank to begin with, so just chill. But she did what she did. She got caught up. That's just how the fucking cookie crumbled. And, yeah. But, like, I liked, like, how Clarke is just fighting with the decisions that she's making for their survival and everything. She's, again, deciding, like, the right thing to do. And it's never an easy decision, you know, because either way, people are going to die. And if you don't try, you know, it's kind of like, okay, you don't try, but who cares? Like, kind of like what Jasper was saying, who cares the nasty, dirty things you did at the end of the world when you only have 10 days to live? if we all die, we all die. Nobody cares, you know, anymore. So I thought that was interesting. That maybe Clarke needed to talk to Jasper a little bit too, you know? Take some Joby nuts and fucking get high and chill. But I liked that, and I like that little Rowan and Clarke exchange where she's like, oh, do you want to, are you trying to make me feel better? And he's like, oh, that's never been my thing. Like, sorry, it didn't help. In that Rowan and Luna fight, oh my god. First of all, she bitch kicked the fuck out of his ass. His ass went flying like 10 feet. And then he fucking kicks the fuck out of her too. And I'm like, god damn, what the fuck is going on? Chill, homies. Like, what the fuck? And he like chokes her out. And I'm like, god damn. Okay. Just get your ass on the bed next time and stop fucking around, Luna. Okay? But I liked that whole Mount Weather kind of thing where she was saying, no, you can't have any more of my blood, blah, 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 blah. And then Raven's like, oh, welcome to Mount Weather. It's like Mount Weather 2.0. They're doing the same exact thing. And, like, it's kind of interesting to bring that back up because it's like, were they really wrong to, you know, try to survive? You know? It kind of like, Sandy, oh my god. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys, my cat is being very... She had too much catnip today. But yes, actually, she's playing with her little hoop. She likes hair ties and hoops. Let's get back to the 100, though. Yeah, and you could see that Raven is, like, having a hard time watching this whole thing go down because she was the one that was strapped on the table getting drilled into, like, with Harper and everybody, you know. So, yeah, not easy to watch, and they're doing the same thing that happened to her, and it was so wrong, and they killed the whole mountain for, you know, to save themselves from that type of torture, and now they end up having to do the same thing. It's real fucked up. This show is fucked up. Why you gotta do these to these characters? They don't deserve this. But anyway, another thing, I'm getting major death vibes from Abby. I'm really starting to get them now. I really like I think her ticket is about to be punched because, yeah. I don't know, I'm just feeling it. And she kind of lost it with the whole fucking... We'll get into that. So Murphy is... I think this might be my favorite scene. It's hard to decide, but I think this might be my favorite scene of the episode with Murphy and Clarke, and he's like tied up and he's begging them not to do, you know, like not to put Amori in there. And he's like, I love her, da 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 da. And oh my god. What the fuck is that actor's name? Richard Harmon? I think that's it. Dude. He killed it. Oh my god. He like almost yanked some tears out of my heart. Like fucking hell. It was so good. Amazing. Amazing. I just like, I really love Murphy's character. He's like one of the most developed, interesting characters. Like, and realistically as well. Like he's a realistic character on this show because of like they always be like, we've talked about this a million times, but you guys know what I mean. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't want to make this video too long, but Murphy is like such a realistic character and he's just gotten so much shit, but he's still like a good guy. Like Clarke's pretty fucking lucky that she's still alive and that he even like helped her ass out after everything that she's kind of done to him and put him through. Like he's probably one of the most stand-up caring dudes in this whole show, even though he has like a snarky attitude and he can be a little punk sometimes. But like for real, you better fucking show him some praise and some love because he really has pulled through super hard and he's forgiven. You know, he's very forgiving. It seems like he seems to forgive everything that has happened with, you know, the whole them hanging him up in a tree and shit. Like what the fuck? And that's important, and so that's why I really love his character, and he's not a bad guy. He's probably one of the nicest guys in the fucking show. So, and Clarke, instead of injecting Amori, she does like a Mount Weather 2.0 and says something like, whatever she said, I bear it so they don't have to, and she injects herself with the serum instead. My friend saw it coming a mile away. I guess I was so into it that I just didn't think about that happening. But now, like, in hindsight, I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. But while it was happening, I was like, oh, shit, what? I guess I was just so into it. Like, the whole performance and everything just had me so wrapped up that I wasn't even thinking ahead and, like, being predictable. I was just, like, all in. And that just like had me like, fuck, Clarke injected herself with it. What's gonna happen? Of course it worked. But then Abby's ass fucking loses it and starts smashing up the place and smashing up the tank. And I'm like, oh my God. Can we just get... We know Clarke is not gonna fucking die. We know this as an audience, of course. But, like, Abby, quit tripping. But she trips out, smash the thing, and I'm just like, dude, we do not need any more of this fucking tomfoolery, bitch. Like, you need to chill your ass down. For real. Like, go take a fucking nap. Somebody Reaper stick this bitch, because she is tripping. Now what are they gonna do? Like... They need to test it out, or unless we just gonna safely assume that the shit worked. Like, now, how are they gonna test it out now? Like, what? That's a question I guess I have. Like, what's gonna happen next with that now that they can't really test it out? I'm like, goddamn. We were so close, and now we're like fucking back to square one, basically. Jeez. So, let's move over into Kane and Jaha and Monty and Indra and Gaia. I liked this part of the story too. So, Jaha, I think it's super interesting. He's starting to put, like, these clues together. Because at first I was like, what is this whole we will rise the ashes? He keep looking at this thing, and, like, every episode they keep, like, bringing up that little, like, disc thing, metal thing that he had found at the other bunker. At bunker number 11 with the reject bunker. And I was kind of, like, not sure what that was. But we saw more about what they were alluding to in this episode. So I'm happy we saw that. Monty, oh my God. First of all, the actor, Christopher, I'm not sure if, I know the names because they're like the credits, but I'm not sure which one is which, but I think that's Christopher Larkin or something like that. Dude, he's grown so much. Oh my God, from season 1 to now, I'm like, damn, he's all tall and like looking like straight up, like, damn, all the actors have grown a lot. Like, but yeah, Monty, I've seen a lot of growth in him, and I was just like, oh my God, Monty. Anyway, yeah, and I like the whole Sky Crew and Grounder, like, relation, because the Grounders have their culture that they just, like, and then their religion or whatever and their ways, but they don't really think deeper into it, and then Sky Crew is able to take some of these things and, like, put together pieces of, because they know more, like, they're more technological and they get where it kind of came from. So I really like that. It's interesting like that, because Jaha went up to Nyla, who was just praying, and he's like, why did you say that? What does that mean? Tell me more. And I like that, each community is like learning from each other. Because if Nyla hadn't have said that, Jaha wouldn't have like even thought twice, So I really like that. I like that relationship. Indra comes back, who's super badass, but she kind of on a Octavia crazy level right now. Somebody need to fucking give her a chill pill. And finally we see more about the flame, but I'm still wondering if that's like still important. Like, why do you need that? Why do you need a commander if you're all gonna die in 10 days? I don't get it. But maybe there's something that we haven't seen yet. I'm sure there is. But how will the flame even, like, will it still be important after all of this? Let me know what you guys think about the flame and, like, why is that still important? Who knows? Monty definitely saved everybody's motherfucking ass. Like, A+ to Monty. He's, like, I think the MVP of this. And good thing they brought him along. And good thing he was ready to handle business. Harper is kind of, like, losing it. I seen it in the promo and stuff. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But, like, yeah. And yeah, they opened up the bunker and they had a smile on their face at the end of the episode. And I just love seeing all the characters smile. And another thing that I really loved was seeing Kane and Jaha work together. Because they go way back, And I just love seeing them together. They're friends, after everything that's happened. And, thinking about Jaha, he really was just trying to find some hope and some salvation and, like, have something to believe in. And it just kind of went way left with the whole Allie thing. But, like, if none of that would have happened, like, if none of that Allie shit would have happened, like, Jaha probably would still been a good dude just looking for some hope, He kind of got a shitty end of the stick, flying down in a fucking pod thing, whatever. So, yeah, I think I really like that they're still like friends and they're still partners in crime and everything. I think that that is super cool to see, and I love seeing like those two actors together. And yeah, and we found a motherfucking bunker, y'all. So what's gonna happen next? Are we all just going to the bunker? Fuck the night blood, fuck all that shit. We just going to the bunker. We about to chill, or what's up? Like, how many people does the bunker fit? Blah 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 blah. So yes, that's the episode. Questions and predictions. Let's get into that right now. After I hit the bong. 1 second. All right. Woo. Question number 1. How is Jasper's story going to turn out? Yeah, that's been a question on my mind like this whole season. What's up with Jasper's story? I think like he's a cool character, and if they do it right, I think we might see something very interesting happen with him. He might end up being helpful to somebody, or you know, helping people out, or what, or something interesting is going to happen with his character. I think they're just kind of like keeping us in the dark, and then we're going to have this big huge explosion with his story arc. Maybe he'll die, maybe he'll save everybody and die, or maybe he'll survive. I don't know. What do you guys think is up with him? I definitely think that something pretty I don't know. I can't think of the word right now. But yeah, something important is going to happen with his character in the story, in the whole story. We just don't know what yet. I think we just have to wait. Where the hell was Bellamy going? Somebody please tell me. I'm still like, where the fuck? You had on this backpack like you was like, where the fuck was he going? He seemed like, who the fuck just hangs out with a backpack on, like a big ass backpack with a tent and shit? Where are you going? Somebody enlighten me. Maybe I missed something. I'll watch it again. Maybe he said he was going somewhere. Finally, some hope of survival. And how will this new bunker discovery help them? I'm pretty sure that it should be helpful to them. So yeah, maybe they'll be fighting over who gets to stay in there or whatever. You guys, my cat, do you guys see that shit? She's really fucking... Anyway. And how are we gonna find out if the injection that Clarke took works? Because Abby just went berserk and smashed the fucking thing. So, like, how are they gonna, like, test it out? Yeah. And those are really the only questions I have. Like, I mean, oh, fuck, you guys, we have to wait until April 26th. Oh, damn. Why did they do this? I wish I could just watch it all. See, that's why it's like... I'm pretty sure you guys know how I feel about this. I think we're all on the same page. So let us talk about it and talk about it more and more and more until April 26th, because I don't think I'm going to have a hard time. So I'm going to need the help from my friends, you guys, to keep me sane, because Walking Dead is ending in a couple days, and what am I going to do? So please help me, you guys. Let's talk about the 100. Talk about it. And tell me if you want me to do any videos, like half-season videos or whatever, like, so we can continue to talk about it. Yeah, so, thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you liked it. That really helps me out. Thank you guys, because you guys are so much fun to talk to. And go out there and talk to all the other, like, reactors and stuff. There's some really cool people out there. Yeah, and comment. Don't leave me hanging. This show is going to be gone for a couple weeks, and I need you guys to help me pull through. And I'm here for you guys as well. If you're having 100 withdrawals, just come talk to your homie Maymoney. And yeah, follow me on other forms of social media to get to know me a little bit better. Maybe if you do, you saw a little bit about my trip to SD. And yeah, I'm back in the hood now. I'm back in Oakland. But yes. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I had so much fun with this freaking show. Okay, I'll see you very soon. Peace.